Let me guess, you're one of three people. One, you've just bought the Doodles and Calm book journal and you want to know how to set up some of the pages. If so, welcome. So happy to have you join the community. I hope you love your journal. Two, you don't know what book journaling is, but you're interested to find out. Again, this video is for you. And three, you actually create your own every year and you want a bit of inspiration on the templates I've designed, and that's absolutely fine too. Welcome all of you. So excited to have you here. So this is the 2024 book journal. As I said, it's got pre-made templates inside that I have designed. I sell this on my Etsy shop. All the links will be in the bio, and I am a huge reader myself, so I love using my own product. I set it up every year and I tend to create a YouTube video. I will also have video chapters, timestamps on the side of every single page I talk through. So if you are someone who's just bought the journal and there's a particular page you're unsure of, click the timestamp, it'll take you right there. You don't have to watch the whole thing. If not, you know, grab a drink, get in some comfy clothes, and let's get our journal ready together for the year. So this is a clip that goes on the side of the page and it keeps the page flat, so when you're journaling your page isn't like moving around everywhere. For example, it would just clip on the side like this if you were like writing a lot. It keeps the page flat. Then I have my brush pens, so I get these from WH Smith. Again, I'll put a link in the description for you. And then this is one of my favourite pens to use in these journals, the Pilot G207. It just writes fine. I mean, honestly, any pen will do. It's just one of my favorites. So this journal comes with 150 GSM paper. It's really thick, so I can show you. Actually, I've got loads of swatches, and you can see. Oh wait, is that the next page? No, it's not. I was like, wow. There isn't really much bleed through at all. That was a Sharpie that I tested, but yeah, so really good thick quality. I can show you this side as well. Literally nothing. So yeah, you can use most of your felt tips and things, but Sharpies do bleed through. So the journal itself, it's got this beautiful illustrated design. It's got gold embossing, as you can see. It's got gold edges. You get a pen loop, elastic band, paper folder at the back as well, and 2 ribbon bookmarks. This comes in black, but it also comes in purple and blue as well. This is the purple. It's currently just wrapped in the plastic, but it is so pretty. I don't have the blue one with me. I have the sample, which I can show you. I mean, it's a bit thinner. The design's a bit different. If you can see, I've changed certain things, but you get the gist. It's basically this color, and it's got the same design as this, but just in a very pretty Beauty and the Beast style blue, I would say. Really nice. This journal belongs to, this is literally just to write your name. This journal belongs to Maliha. You just have a bunch of doodles I've done. You can colour them in, do whatever you like. Then it says book adventures in the year, and I am going to put 2024. Then you have your rating system. So you can do half-star ratings, so 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. There's loads of space, and then you've got these lines for you where you just write what is your rating system based on. So I am gonna start by writing this. Just like that, and then I've been very organised this year. I've already decided the colours that I'm going to use for my rating system. So it's kind of 5-star, 4.5, it goes in order. So all I'm going to do then is colour in each star with the colour. As I was saying, one of my goals for this year is to film YouTube videos more regularly. I was thinking about kind of monthly book journal updates, So like I'm doing now, obviously I'm setting this video up. I was thinking at the end of each month I film a YouTube video updating my journal, and I thought, you know, it's quite nice because you guys can play it in the background as you update yours each month, and in the comment section I can kind of find out what is everyone reading. Just thought it could be quite nice. For any of you who don't actually know anything about me, I work full-time as an accountant. This is like my side hustle, my passion project. So I don't always have a lot of time to do things that I want, like content creation. TikTok is probably where most of you will have heard of me or found me, and TikTok's just so much easier to film little things here and there. If you follow me on Instagram, 90% of my content is when I'm commuting on the train. That is when I read the most, and I'll quickly share pictures. But yeah, I'm definitely not your average YouTube influencer person. I got a regular 9 to 5 and I'm hustling. And this kind of book journal, reading, journaling generally is the way that I essentially stay sane and have a life for myself. It just helps me slow down, relax, focus on things that just make me feel really calm and happy. And that's essentially why I created this product, so that other people can also use it as a bit of a mindfulness activity. And who doesn't love to read? I mean, it's so fun. Cool. Colouring on camera is not my forte. But I've tried to do it as neat as I can. Although I will say, one thing I really want you guys to do with these journals is just have fun. I mean, there's no need to be a perfectionist. Make it your own. You mess something up, who cares? It's just paper. Cool, that is the rating system. I'm not going to fill this in on camera because I need to think about it. I need to think about what is going to warrant a 5-star, a 4.5 or a 4. And I'm not super strict. I mean, I'm not some literature student or anything. Like, my explanations will be like 5-star, can't stop thinking about it, want to read it again straight away, you know. Just have fun, make it your own. Cool. Okay, so the next page is this goal page. My goal is super simple. Let's have a chat about that. So I started reading, probably like a lot of you, in the pandemic. So before that I used to read 2 books a year. Now I read, well, it's changed really. I read 2 books a year, then it went to 10 in 2020, then in 2021 I read 50, then 35, and in 2023 I read 25. And last year, honestly, it was a grind to read. I just felt like it was such a chore to try reach a goal. So this year I was like, no pressure, I'm putting a goal of 12. I know absolutely I'm gonna beat that, and that's kind of the best part, there's no pressure. So write your goal in there, and then let's say your goal is 20, write numbers in the boxes here. 9, 10, 11, 12. Or if you don't want to write the numbers, you can leave it to when you actually read a book, and then you can colour it in. And then colour it in and then write the number on top, whatever you want. But I like to just set it up first. Wow, this is so bare. I love it. There's no pressure. I would easily smash this. You've also got loads of boxes on the side there if you read more, and you know, some of you read like 200 books a year. Incredible. But there's space for you to do that there. Okay, so motivation to read, my reading purpose. Why do I want to read more? So obviously you can fill that in yourself. Reading tips, there's loads of tips there to keep motivating you to read. Again, I'm going to have a think and come back to this for myself, but it's probably, you know, things like, I really struggle with anxiety. Reading helps me slow down, be present, escape a little bit from daily stress, and it's just a much healthier habit. Non-fiction allows me to learn a lot. Fiction allows me to, you know, be imaginative, creative, see other perspectives. It's just such an awesome hobby. Then you have this page that says how I feel when I doom scroll on social media or binge watch TV versus when I read a book. And again, that's personal to you. How do you feel? And if you've never noticed it, start noticing and then come back and write this. What kind of reader would I like to be in the future? Read more books a year, read more diverse. This is kind of about, you know, who are you today as a current reader, and in the future, what kind of reader do you want to be? So creating a bit of a vision for yourself. The best book feeling ever. So this one, I've put a tip at the bottom if you're not sure, but this is about creating a page that inspires you. You can be as creative as you want. You can just write things of what that feeling is for you. You can draw, you can print out pictures of books that made you feel a certain way. Let me get my journal from last year to show you what I did with this page. So this is what I did last year. I read Caraval and I absolutely loved it. I think it's one of my favourite books of all time. I printed some pictures. I used my HP Sprocket. This is the HP Sprocket. You get an app on your phone. You have some printer paper. It's got sticky backing, so it prints out as stickers essentially. It's like a thermal printer but in colour. So you use the app, select photos, and it prints out and you can stick them in. Such an awesome thing for journaling. Yeah, and then I wrote favourite quotes, you know, just random things, and every time I look at this it just gives me so much joy. So yeah. So this is the journal that I was selling for the last 2 years, and obviously I have made some huge improvements with these new ones. I absolutely love them. So that's the best book feeling ever. Again, I wait in the year to fill this one in because I know like there'll be something that'll make me want to use it. Book recommendations, I mean, pretty self-explanatory: title, author, date, and have you read that book. So if a friend or somebody recommends something, you see something on YouTube or BookTok, fill in the title, the author, the date that you added it to this list, and then you can come back and tick it off. Did you ever read it? Similar with book releases, you know, releases in the year, you can add them on here. Have you ordered it? Tick it off. And then we have a DNF page, so books I did not finish. Bit of a graveyard for the books that you did not finish. You could print out kind of book covers and stick them here. You could just write, completely up to you. And this, I'm so proud of this page. I designed this, books I've read. This is just a cover page for your bookshelf. So you can colour it in and just really make it your own. I think this is one of my favourite pages. If anybody has read A Court of Mist and Fury, Valaris was the inspiration for this, so just a little bit of background there. And then this is a bookshelf for you to colour in. So again, let me get my old journal. So what you do is those colours you assigned for the rating system, you then colour in the same kind of colour code onto the bookshelf. So for example, I read a 4-star book and I coloured that in pink when I read it. So it's just a great visual to see, you know, how many 4-star books do you read, how many 5-star, how many 2-star, things like that. And I absolutely love it. And you do the same with this page, I didn't actually say. So yeah, you colour in based on the rating system, and then you get this great visual at the end of the year of how many books you read. All-time favourites. This is just books in your whole reading journey. You know, it doesn't have to be related to this year. Books that you've always loved that you can fill in, books when you were a kid, you know, anything. For me, the Hunger Games series is one of my favourites. I loved Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. That duology was just stunning. If you love fantasy fiction and you haven't read those by Rebecca Ross, highly recommend. But yeah, another one just for you to have a bit of fun with. You know, put some headphones in, colour it in, fill it out. You know, truthfully, the book journal is like a colouring book and a motivational book reading planner all in one. Just one more chapter, again, another just fun title page for you to colour in. Add some more doodles if you want, make it your own. And then these two are your daily tracking pages. Now, there's no pressure here. That's one thing I do want to say. Just because you've got a product that's got so many templates in, you don't have to use every single one. I really struggle with these. And to keep it real for you guys, let me show you again my journal from last year. These weren't very pretty. I mean, I tried to come back into it and update it, and then I even put didn't journal. it's not always easy to keep up with these every single day, but some of you are so good at it, and it's my goal to try and be better this year, because when they're complete they look stunning. I got a lot of feedback last year because I pre-populated the keys, so it said kind of 0 to 10 pages, 20 to 30 pages, and the formats I pre-populated. I got feedback to leave it blank, so I've left it blank for you guys. You can fill in the range of the daily pages you read. Some of you read like 100 pages a day, and that's just normal. So when I had a key that this was like 60, you guys were like, I'm hitting that every day. So daily pages read. For myself, I don't read that much. Like I said, I juggle corporate job, business, marriage. It's really hard. I mean, my commute to my corporate job is when I read the most. So I'm going to keep my key quite small, I think. So I'm going to first put didn't read, then I'm going to put 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, oh no, I made a mistake. God damn it. You know what, guys, keeping it real, it's fine, it's just a journal. Who cares? Right, format by pixels. That's so annoying. It's fine, it's fine. Format by pixels. So I'm gonna put audiobook, hardback, paperback, ebook. That's all of the formats I can think of. Cool, and then each day I will just fill these in. Oh, colours. I'm gonna try and use similar colours to my rating system. So I'm gonna go for this purple for when I don't read. I'm gonna work backwards basically. Cool, and maybe I'll carry on with the colours on this side. I might go for, yeah, I think I'm going to change it up and do some bright colours. And I'll go for the bright blue for ebook. Cool, so that's how that is looking. I think I'm cursed with these templates. Didn't colour very clearly there and I made a mistake. So it's fine. I've got some drawings below as well. You can colour them in and have fun. But yeah, all you do is fill this in every day based on your key that you've inputted. Did you read an audiobook that day, hardback, whatever? And yeah, a trip through books. This is new. I didn't have this in last year. So I have got 2 templates, this one and this one, that is about the location of where your book is based. So if you are reading a fiction book and, you know, the character is in Canada, you can colour that in, and it's just about showing where you're travelling to through your books, which I think is just a fun template. And of course I love reading fantasy fiction, and there'll be loads of made up places in the world, so you almost have this passport stamp page where you can write the location, do a little drawing, colour it in, whatever, make it your own. It's just showing all of the places you travel to through your fantasy books. Series tracker, so this one you put the title of the series, so let's say I think the Divine Rivals one is called Letters of Enchantment, so you could write that, and then Rebecca Ross, the author, and then you'd put how many books are in that series. So up to you, you know, you could put circles. Let's say there's 2 books in that duology, so 2 circles, you tick them off when you've read it. You could draw some squares, you colour them in when you've read each book. Totally up to you, but that's just a way to keep track of the series that you read. So book bingo, this is about your reading goals, or you can set yourself a fun challenge. So I haven't got one yet. I need to think about one. But all the goals that you read, actually, one thing I will write for myself is to read 12 books, to read quality over quantity. Okay, those are 2 things I'm really big on this year. It's all about reading quality books, not quantity. Other than that, I'm gonna have a look and think about it. So you have an A to Z challenge here as well. When you read books that have a title beginning with any of these, you fill them in. Just another fun challenge for the year. And then month view of books I read. So again, let me just show you on my old journal what this looked like. So each month, the books you read, you just number them, write the title, and it's just a visual to see how many books you read in a month. I mean, when I look at this, September was a heavy month. Don't know what was going on, but I read a lot more than I have in any other month. Just another fun one to fill in. Next we have the book of the year template. I love this one. So each month you write your favourite book of all the books that you read in that month. Then you whittle it down. So between Jan and Feb, what was the best? March and April, then you whittle it down further. And by the end of the year, you'll know what was your book of the year. TBR, so that means to be read. So all the books that you own and need to read someday. I have so many, I'm sure many of you do as well. You just write the title, the author, and then the date you added it to this list to keep you accountable. So when you're going through, you're like, oh my gosh. Well, it's up to you actually. It says date added. You can either put, well, these are some ideas, you may have some others. You can put the date you added it to this list, or you can put the date you bought the book. So maybe you've had, you know, if you've got a book that you bought 3 years ago and you know it was 3 years ago, you can put that date too. It's just to keep you aware of how long books are sat with you that you haven't read. And I have given you guys a lot of pages. This was again feedback I got from my old journals, that there was just not enough space. So there is tons. I mean, go crazy and fill that in. Again, I'm going to do that off camera too, because I need to go through my Kindle app and my physical bookshelf. Then you have this really cute quote that says, we lose ourselves in books, we find ourselves there too. I love that. You can colour, draw around this, put pictures, whatever you want, or leave it as it is. And then another title page called Book Reviews, a drawing that I've done myself, just like this cozy corner looking out of the window. Again, I'm going to save that for a day where I'm stressed and I need to colour in something fun. And then these are the last templates in this journal. You have 100 of these book templates. So let me talk you through. I have these boxes. You can write the rating system. So let's say you read a book, it was 5-star, you would put 5 and then a star, and you can colour it in with the rating system colours that you've designed here. Again, let me just go get my old journal to show you. I feel like it's easier when you see one that's already been filled out. Cool, so you can see here, right, it says 4-star, 4-star, 5-star, 3-star, and then you fill in the template, which I'll show you what to do. I've got another idea for myself potentially. I might print out book covers. The only thing is I don't know if I've left myself enough space. So I did this last year on one of my bullet journals and I loved the visual. It's just so inspiring looking at that. I was thinking whether I print out, I don't think I have enough space for the top ones anyway. I mean, for the bottom ones I could print out a cover. I was thinking to put book covers here instead of the box thing. Hi, this is future me that's editing these videos. I just realised as I was filming all of that, there's this space here and this space. I can just put a book cover there and there. So if you're watching that thinking the same thing, I got there eventually. It's cool. I'm going to stick to what I normally do in that box, and I'm going to put a book cover down here, and it's going to be awesome. Keep the box thing, or if you've got another idea, go for it. You've got some rating scales. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how good was the plot? What were the characters like? Would you recommend this, yes or no? The dates that you read this book between, the title, the author, what were your thoughts, and what's your favourite quote? Now, that is the templates. They repeat for a long time. Like I said, you've got 100 of them. And then you have some blank pages, so quite a few actually, to make it your own. If you read more than 100 books, you can carry on with some reading templates. You've got the kind of standard template there and you can just write it, or you can draw some new templates, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to print my book covers and stick them there, I think. Or as you can see, what I did, I was trying to decide my rating system colours and I just played around. There's a lot of space there for you to make this journal completely your own. And that is it. Those are all of the templates. I don't think I missed anything. If you have any questions, you know, just let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said, I'm very new to YouTube and I really want to make this a thing for myself in the new year. Comment below anything that I can do to improve as well on these videos, and don't hold back because I want to be creating beautiful content for you guys. Let me know what you think about me filling this in every month with you guys, or maybe giving you an update, sharing the journal each month, sharing what books I read, what my thoughts were. Really excited to hear what you guys think. Thank you for supporting me if you've bought one of these. If you need any other support, just comment below. I'll make some more content. And yeah, have a lovely day. Keep reading. Here's to an awesome 2024, reading awesome books. Fingers crossed. Take care.